Welcome back, Ramblers. Well, this is still the same day as when I cranked up the machine for the first time after I did all my modifications and went and took a break. And now I figure, well, I got about an hour left of daylight, so no time like the present, I guess. Figure I'd go ahead and try to see if I can't figure out how to adjust this pressure relief valve, this cushion valve. Now, probably not going to do it right, but we're going to see if we can't get it figured out to where we want it. Well, as you can see, here's these. It's got this long cap nut and another nut with a copper washer in between it. Now, underneath all that is this black stem. Now, I'm going to assume that you're just supposed to use that cap and that nut to adjust it, but they're not holding tight on there. I guess I didn't bind them together, but there's a hex key at the end of that stem right there. It's got a hex in it, so I'm going to find out which size it is, and then we're going to start turning on it. But wouldn't you know, honestly, now I know you might not believe me, but I got it right on the first try. So I don't know if, I'm just going to guess that coming out on it is going to lower the pressure, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you need to push against the spring and kind of help it out. Well, Ramblers, that was pretty easy. I mean, we're not done yet, but she's turning now. So let me go ahead and tighten back up on that and confirm that once you tighten it down all the way, that it keeps it from turning. Okay. Tighten back up on it, righty. Turn it clockwise. And yep, there we go. She's locked up. Okay. So, I guess let's it'll be a little bit of a learning process of figuring out where I want it, running the machine and all that. I think I want a little bit more. Now, earlier I think I had it so loose that I was able to push it in both directions. This time it's only going one direction because I've only loosened up on one side. Yep. So let me turn the camera off for a second and get to work on that other side. Well, Ramblers, I got to tell you, that was super easy peasy. What I did was, after I took those caps off, I just tightened these down. I just used my fingers, to be honest with you. Tightened them down pretty good bit till the machine, I couldn't push the machine sideways Then I got in here and I just undid it a little bit, tried it. And not too much trouble. She started spinning, you know, she got to where I can push her. It's not super easy, but that's how I'm gonna run it until it gives me problems. So hopefully that helps my machine. You know, the longevity of my machine keeps it from tearing itself apart, which is why this is the #1 modification I was most worried about. Now I expect that some of y'all are gonna let me know that I could have just done this with these, I could have done it with these, leaving that on there and adjusting it like that, but that's just not how I did it. And it's working. As y'all can see, now able to turn this. Seems like I can go this way a little easier than I can on this way. Might do a slight tweak. Let's go ahead and fire it up and operate it and see how she acts. Clear for takeoff. Ramblers. Ramblers. That smoothed it up a lot. Now, I might have to tighten up on it later on. It might have made it too low of the pressure as far as, you know, might get in a bind where it can't push. But honestly, a machine like this, you're not using the swing to push things normally. So that's actually awesome. That is awesome. Let me crank it up again. Okay, Ramblers, since we got just a touch bit of daylight left, let's go ahead and have a post-project review. After we cranked up the machine for the first time today after doing all our modifications. First thing, cushion valve, awesome, okay? That's I recommend everybody do that to their machine. I really do, for right now. Now, obviously I didn't learn my lesson about being rushed, so since I was in a hurry today, I didn't, you know, I just took those caps off and turned those stems with the hex keys. Now, I don't know if that's right. I don't know if you can use the cap and the nut to get bound up on the stem and make finer control. I don't see that, but who knows? Like I say, this stuff is all new to me, so you know, it is what it is. I got it you know, got it working like I want to. Now, I will say that I do fully expect to have to tighten up on it some in the future. It's gonna be too loose. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be too loose, especially after, when I was driving and I could kind of see it. So the problem's gonna be if you gotta, unless you're just dead square with your tracks and you're digging, if you turn over this way and you dig, it's gonna be it's gonna want to rotate, you know. So probably gonna have to tighten up on it a little bit, but other than that, this is one for the win column, in my opinion. So yeah, well, that's it, Ramblers. Till next time.